Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, then please do. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another Everybody is Bothering Me video. So this is a series when I talk about things that have been bothering me. So a lot of them are on social media. And then I talk about positive things. So I usually talk about albums or things that I heard that I'm excited about. So I have notes on this phone, so if you see me look around, that's why. Before I start mentioning the negatives and the positives, I want to say Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a good Christmas or a good holiday. I'm enjoying 2024 so far. It's been tiring because I'm getting used to going out more. So during the holiday, I was getting up late and now I have to go get up early, so I'm getting used to that. But apart from that, I'm enjoying 2024 so far. There's a lot of things that are happening this year that I'm very excited about. And the one I'm mostly excited about is going to concerts. I have 4 concerts that I'm going to. It might be 5, maybe, but 4 that I'm definitely going to. So I'm very excited for them. I'm going to start off with the negatives and then I go to the positives. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Alanka Airlines windows. So if you don't know about this, I saw a video on my TikTok and there's a plane and the window burst open, so because of that their flight got delayed or something, and luckily no one was hurt because no one was sitting near the window, so no one was hurt. But this happened about 20 minutes after they took off, so I heard about that. Next thing I want to talk about, which is all over my TikTok, especially right now, is the Noah Snap apology. So if you don't know, Noah is from the TV show Stranger Things, so he plays Will Byers and he was in a lot of controversy, and now he's been on TikTok and he's apologised. And I'm going to say how I feel, which is that I don't think it's genuine. I think it's because he knows that Stranger Things 5 is currently in filming, and so his producers or maybe his co-stars told him, oh, you need to apologise because right now we're getting a lot of backlash because of you. So he went on TikTok and he apologised for it, and to be honest, I don't feel bad for him because I feel like this apology is way too late. Like, yes, I'm glad he apologised, but for me it's the way he was saying, oh, that what I've said has been misconstrued, it's not how I feel, and I'm just like, what? And I'm glad I'm not the only one who said this because it feels very gaslighting. Because I'm like, wait a minute, what? How that is what you said is basically that our sinus is sexy and stuff. So how was that taken out of context? Like that doesn't make sense to me. But if he had just gone and said, oh, I'm sorry for what I said, I should have said it, and I want to move forward, then okay, that's fine. Like, yes, I think we did need an apology from him, but it's just the way he said it. It's just icky to me. Like, it just felt like he was reading from a script. But yeah, I just don't feel bad for him. And not only him, you also got Brent, I think that's his name, the guy who plays Murray. He's just as bad as Noah, in my opinion. He's just as bad because he went on like an interview or something and said, oh, that Noah didn't need to apologise. And I think he's been like way more out on how he feels about it than Noah has, but they're just as bad. So I feel like some more people need to be talking about him, but I understand why most people are talking about Noah because he's more like popular in the Stranger Things franchise. He's more popular, more people know who he is than know who Brent is, but that's how I feel about it. So I was just like to me, oh, what about forgiveness? I'm like, I understand why she's like, yes, I feel like people can make mistakes, but it doesn't really seem like he's learned from his mistake that much. It doesn't seem like he has learned from it. So that's how I feel about the whole Noah apology situation. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about Mean Girls, and this is about the controversy about Christopher, he's in The Summer Temporary. He plays Conrad, and in this movie he plays Aaron Samuels, and a lot of people are saying that that he shouldn't have been in the movie because he doesn't sing, and I've watched the movie now and I really enjoyed it. And I understand what some people are saying, like, but in my opinion, I feel like we got enough songs as it is, and I don't think he needed to sing, because he even said when he went, I think he went during Fallon, and he was explaining how he's not a singer, like, but they said he's not a singer, well, so I was like, okay, then that's fine. And I understand in the original Broadway version, Aaron has a song, but in this movie, his part is not really that big, so I don't think it needed a song. And in the original movie, his part's not that big either, so I was fine with it. And another thing I was hearing about this movie is that a lot of people didn't know that it's a musical, which I was very surprised at. But I mean, in the trailer, it doesn't show that it's a musical. But I heard that it was based on the original, so that's how I knew. So I wasn't that surprised. So some people did sigh, especially when Katie's character started singing. They were like, "What?" They was like, "Oh, it's a musical." Okay. I even said to my sister that it's a musical, because I went with my older sister and my friend, and she's like, "Oh, so is it like Into the Woods?" I'm like, "Kind of, yeah." And she's like, "Oh, she doesn't really like them kind of things. Like, she doesn't like it when it's just musical." So I'm just like, "Oh, it has talking in it as well, but yes, it is mostly the songs." But yeah, she thought it was alright, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good as well, but I'll talk about it more later on. But next, I'm going to go to Saltburn and Queer Baiting. So I watched Saltburn. I've seen it twice now, and I really enjoyed it. It's already one of my favourite movies of the year, but basically a lot of people are saying, that this movie is queer baiting, because a lot of people say that Noah and, I forgot his name, that Jacob, Laurie and Barry, I think that's his real name, they're like, they're together. They think they're together because the way that they act, especially during like press tours and that lot. They're like, they might be together. People questioning their sexuality, all of this and all that. So it kind of sounds like very similar to when Kate Connor. And how I feel about it is, if you want to ship the couples in the shows, then that's fine, because they're fictional characters. Like, do what you want. But shipping them in real life, that's kind of weird to me. And Barry, he done an interview when he was talking about they're flirting because they're comfortable with each other, so that it's just like friendly banter, and that's fine with me. Like, I don't think the movie is very queer, even if it didn't attempt to be like that, if that's the right word, because the way that Felix was kissing Oliver when they first met, and I understand he was happy because he helped him. Spoilers coming, by the way. I understand that he was happy because he helped him, but the way he was just like, and like very, like that was like, maybe he might be a bit bi, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's just how I feel about the movie and the queer baiting. I just don't think we should do another Kit Connor, because that was very sad. Like, Kit Connor should have came out on his own time, but no, he was forced out the closet because people kept on saying, that he's queer baiting and blah blah blah. The next one I didn't know until my friend told me, and there's now merch on Saltburn, and they've made a candle because of the bar scene. And I understand marketing, that's fine. I think that's kind of weird. Am I gonna buy it? No. But I just think it's a bit weird. But I mean, if you want to get it, that's fine. You can get it. I just don't have any intention to buy it. And also with the Saltburn movie, I really enjoyed it. I know some people's like, the scenes are very weird, which they was. Like, everybody's talking about the bath scene, and to be honest, I think the grave scene was way worse. But everybody's talking about the bath scene. The vampire scene. I mean, I don't want to kitten shame, because go her. I mean, if she can get it, go her. But the only thing the part that made me like uncomfortable is when he put the blood in her mouth. That I was like, nah, okay. Like, you just eat, if you want to eat her on her period, like, go on, you do you, boo boo. But when she started putting it in her mouth, nope, not for me. Like, and I know people would be like, oh, it was her blood. I don't care. No, not me. But I thought, like, when I watched the bath scene, I was like, is that it? Like, is that it? I was a bit surprised. But I think I just seen a lot of weird things in my time of being on this earth, so I was just like, because as soon as I heard him moaning, I was like, okay, I know it's gonna happen. I wasn't expecting that part. I wasn't expecting that part, but I was like, okay. But as soon as I heard the moaning, I was like, okay, I know what's going on. And he was definitely like obsessed with him. Like when he was in the beginning, and he's like, oh, I didn't love him, I hated him. I was like, yeah, you were kind of obsessed with him. But then I was also like to my friend, oh, maybe he just wanted to be him. He wanted his life. I don't know. Oliver's just a very complex character. Like, Oliver's very complex like that. But I did like the movie, and to be honest, it made sense. The weird scenes made sense to the story. That's why I was like, I didn't mind him. Like, it made sense because he definitely had some, like, infatuation about Felix. But I understand because I was like, I can see it. Like, I wouldn't do that, but I can see why, because he even said that, oh, all the girls wanted him, and basically all the guys wanted to be him, so I can see why. Okay, next scene I'm going to talk about is this TikTok, and I might even show it, guys. Let me see if I can show it. But basically there's a TikTok going around, and it's basically about this hairdresser, and she said to people, oh, is it okay if I touch you? And she'd be like, and she also asked the person their pronouns, and a lot of people have been making stitches of this Twitter and been saying, oh, that why would you ask the person if you can touch them? If you're going to an appointment to cut your hair, then it's kind of implied that you need to touch them or touch their hair. So I was saying it to my friend about it, and with me, I understand, because she's saying in an interview, the hairdresser said that it's because of consent, and she does a lot of children's hair, so that's why she asks people if she can touch their hair, and I can understand that. And I also saw other people saying, oh well, there's people who they're virgin and they might need that time to like get ready, and I understand that, because when I go to hairdressers, they would be like, oh, are you ready? If you need a break, let me know. I understand that, but I think it's just the way she said it. It's very weird. And asking pronouns, like, if she wants to be respectful, I can see that, like, yes, be respectful to the person, that's fine. But I also see when people are like, oh, but you're cutting someone's hair, the pronouns are not really needed, like, you're just there to cut their hair. So I understand, in a way, both sides.
Cool. And what are your pronouns? They, them. She, they. I'm glad we exchanged those. Yes. Okay. I'm glad that you came in today to give me the opportunity to talk about what it's like when we grow out our hair from a shaved head. Because that's what happened, right? You said that in the message.
Okay. So that's one. And the stitches.
What happened?
Okay, this is.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So is it okay if I touch you? No. Oh, this is sick.
Too hot, I'm staying too close.
And some people's like, oh, was in the comments are like, oh, what if the person says no? And then the hairdresser was like, oh, well then I wouldn't do it. And then there was this one comment that was like, oh, so you're telling me I spent all my time driving up there just for you to say no, and then I go back home? Which I understand what the person's saying. Like, yes, if I went to an appointment, that's, especially when I get my hair, I hate that. When I go to an appointment and I have to wait or feel like my time's been wasted because they're like, oh, well, I can't see you today, or I'm too busy, or I'm running behind schedule, so I'm going to take an extra hour to do this person's hair before I can go to you, even though I got an appointment. And a lot of times when I'm going to hairdressers, I wake up very early. So I understand, like, I can see both sides. So yeah, that's how I feel. But some of these stitches are a bit overboard, because I'm like, that's that one. Okay, now I'm going to go into more positive things, guys. So recently I watched 3 movies, and the first one was Saltburn, which I already talked about, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie, and if Barry hasn't gotten an award, he should get one, because especially for that graveyard scene. And the fact that he did an interview and he was saying that, the scene that made him like kind of uncomfortable, or he was like, kind of hesitated about doing it, was the karaoke scene, which is really funny considering everything else that he does in the movie. But that's the scene that I was like, I don't know. But I just found that very funny. But it was a good movie. Next thing I watched was Poor Things. I watched this with my friend, and it was really good. I was hesitated about watching it because I'm like, I don't know. I was going to watch it with my older sister as well. I invited her to watch it, but she said, it's not really her kind of thing. But we enjoyed it. I think it was really good. I was saying to my friend that this movie got an Oscar, or it got an award, so it better be good. And it was good. And it has, I forgot his name, but the person who plays he's in Spider-Man, and he plays the evil guy. I forgot his name. He's in it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to search it. Willem Dafoe. That's his name. Willem Dafoe. He's in it. He's really good. Emma Stone. She was really good. She was very funny. And Mark Ruffalo. I think Mark Ruffalo might have been the best part about the movie, but it was a really good movie. So, when talking about movies that have been like very weird, I would, in my opinion, it would go Saltburn, Poor Things, and then Talk to Me. I was going to say Ticket Boom, but I mean Talk to Me. That's what list I would put it in. But yeah, I was saying to my friends like, it has sex in it. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me. I was like, I did, because I basically sent her the picture saying about the times, and in the picture it says, that it has sex scenes in it. I was very surprised as well, but I did, and she's like, okay, but yeah, it did have a lot of sex scenes in it. And I mean, I'm fine with sex scenes because I watch Sex Education, I've seen a lot of TV shows, but I wasn't expecting it to be that much. But I think the best thing about it is that it was funny. It was just sex scenes, then I would have enjoyed it, but it was funny, and I think that's the best part about the movie. Next movie I watched was The Mean Girls, so this is the 2024 version, and I thought it was really good. Do I think it's as good as the original? No, but I mean, it wasn't going to be as good as the original anyway, but I was very surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Like, it was very funny. I wasn't expecting it to be that funny. I think I do prefer the music more than the movie, but it was very funny, and the best characters were definitely Regina George. She was really good. I love Renee Rapp. I was there for Renee Rapp. When I saw it, it was very packed, and when Christopher came up, most people were screaming. So I saw this TikTok, and it was like, there's 2 types of people. There's one person who's there for Renee Rapp, and people who are there for Christopher. And I was there for both, but I was mostly there for Renee Rapp because I love Renee Rapp. I love Christopher as well, but I'm there for Renee Rapp. And I also like the person who plays Janice. I can't pronounce her name, and the person who plays Damien. The person who played Callie, like, she was alright. She was good, but she wasn't my favourite. And having Tina Fey there, she was good. And the fact that she and, I forgot his name, but she and the guy, they were together. Because when they started saying, that scene when he tells her to talk to them about the burn book, and she's like, you owe me, you're going to walk the dogs, about that. Everybody was like, I was like, that's cute, because in the original you can see that they had chemistry. So they do change a lot of things about this movie, but they keep a lot of things the same as well. And some of the changes I was okay with, some things I was a bit sad about, but it does make sense why they changed some things. Like, one of the changes my older sister was telling me about, like, when Janice goes, we should totally stab Sneezer. That's the part when with the candy cane, that's not in it. They changed the song, so it's not Jingle Bell Rock anymore, it's another song, which was alright, but I preferred the Jingle Bell Rock song. The Kevin G rap is still there, but it's twisted a bit, but as a movie, I thought it was okay. My sister was telling me what rate I gave it, and at first I did say 7, I think I said 7 out of 10, but then I changed it to 5 5, 6 out of 10 because I think the original is 8 out of 10. And my husband's just like, "What? You're not giving it a 10?" I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Why not?" And I was thinking, one, I do like Mean Girls, like the original one, but I don't watch it that much. For a movie to be 10 out of 10, it has to be a movie I watch a lot, and I don't think it is 10 out of 10. Like, it's a good movie, but it's not one of my favourites. Okay. Next, we got Ariana Grande's new single, which came out, and it's called Yes and I really like it. It's a very catchy song, and the choreography is really good. Next, you got Lil Nas X's song, which I thought was very catchy. And he goes, I don't know the lyrics, but it's a very catchy song. And I know it got a lot of controversy because he posted on Instagram. If I remember, I'll put the picture. And it had a cross on it, and a lot of people were saying, oh, that he's mocking religion and everything like that. And I think Lil Nas X is just very good at marketing because he knows that, oh, it will get him attention. So it kind of like when he done Industry Baby, when he done that song, not Industry Baby, sorry, when he done Call Me What You Want, that song, it got him attention and got more people talking about him. So he is a marketing genius, even if you might not support him. But let's be honest, most of the people, the reason why they don't support him is because he's gay. Like, that's why. Because it's very obvious. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Next, we might be getting a Scarlet Deluxe because I saw that Doja Cat posted a track list, and some people are saying that it might be a deluxe for Scarlet. So how I feel about it is that I'm not really that interested because I do like Scarlet, but when it comes to deluxe songs, a lot of the time I don't like them. Some of them are good. Like on Doja Cat, she has from Planet Her, she has Wide. I like that song. But most of the times the deluxe songs, I'm not that interested in them, so I'm not that fussed about it. But if it is deluxe songs, then that's really good. Next, I got announcements, and I got a lot of announcements to go, guys. But so the first one is about Stranger Things 5 has officially started filming. Yay! So we got a lot of pictures. So first we got Maya Hopkins, not Hopkins. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So we got a picture of her and Steve. I don't remember his name, but we got a picture of them together. We got a picture of Mike, and I'm very excited for him. And his hair is cut, and he's looking really good. And a lot of people saying like rest in peace to his long hair. And we also got more pictures of Millie Bob Brown. And I'm going to show that, guys, to you, actually. So then if I show it to you, then I don't have to worry about forgetting to put the pictures up. So this is them. And then we got recent pictures. So I'm glad that I waited to film this when I did, because I was like, oh god, I'm so excited. So this is them. And not only that, a video has also been leaked, and some people are saying that, oh, it might be an 11 breakup. Some people are saying that it might coming out, and I feel like maybe it might be both, because some people are trying to lip read what they're saying, and some people are saying that, oh, he's saying, we can still be friends, that Al's saying we can still be friends. But if it is like coming out, then I'll be very happy, because I do still ship Bilo. I know some people, there's two people, the people that ship Bilo but don't ship Noah, and that's what I am, or there's people that ship Bilo that don't ship Bilo but support Noah, if that makes sense. And I'm the first one, so I still ship Bilo. And I know some people are like, oh, are you a bi Mike Truther or a gay Mike Truther? And I'm more bi Mike Truther, but I don't really care. As long as, all I know is that he likes Will. That's all I know. That's what I feel, that he likes Will. So I don't really care if he's bi or gay. If he just says, if he's just like, oh, I don't know who I am, all I know is that I like Will, then I'll be happy with that. So, and talking about Stranger Things, I'm going to show this. I got my Dustin Funkpop here. And this is number 1463. So I wanted to show this since I'm talking about Stranger Things. And I still want to get the Eddie one, I just have to see when. Next with that, we got Billie Eilish. She came out and a lot of people unfollowed her because of that. And I think that's really silly. And then what I find funny is a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the LGBT, they still have everything. But people are still being ostracized and disowned for being who they are. And that's why when people are like, oh, but you guys have everything, like when they want to talk about the trans community, they're like, oh, you have everything, but there's still loads of legislations against us. I mean, I'm not trans, but against people in the LGBT or people who are trans. So I just find that very funny. And yeah, so, and also talking about talking about Billie Eilish, she also should be coming out with an album very soon, which I'm very excited about. So next we got Hailey Bailey. So she's the one who played the Ariel in the newest version of Little Mermaid. She's had her baby, and so rewind to when people were saying, oh, that they think she's pregnant because there was a picture of her, and I think it's her fiance or her boyfriend, I don't know, but people were saying, oh, is she pregnant? And she didn't come out and say, oh, she is or nothing. And then fast forward, she posted a picture on Instagram, if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen, saying that, oh, that her baby has been born, and I'm pretty sure it's a son, but yeah, that's it. Next, we got Luca and Alberto. They've confirmed that they are together, and if you don't know who they are, they're characters from the movie Luca, which came out in 2021, I think. And I remember when the movie came out, a lot of people were suspecting that they're together, because even I was one of the people who was suspecting it, because I was like, oh, I think Alberto is jealous of the fact that Luca's hanging out with the girl, I've got her name. But a lot of people was like, oh no, they're not, they're just friends. But now, fast forward, it's been canon that they are actually together, even though people were saying at the time that, oh, no, they're just friends. I was still shipping them, kind of. But yeah. Next is Ariana Grande's new album, which is coming out March 8th. So here's it. So this is the post. So there you go. And I've already pre-ordered a vinyl and a CD, so I'm very excited for that to come. She has other stuff on her albums on her website as well, but I didn't pre-order it because a lot of them was a lot of money and the covers haven't been confirmed yet, so that's why I'm like, I'll just get the CD and the vinyl for now. But yeah, that's it. Next is Nicki Minaj. She's added more dates to her tour, which I'm very happy about. I don't think I'm going to see her, but I am excited for the people that do want to see her. I didn't really like the album. I do like Nicki Minaj, but I don't want to see her. I do want to see her and I don't want to see her. I'm kind of half and half because I do like her, but growing up, I mostly liked her because my friend at the time did. She was more into her than I was, but Nicki Minaj is a big part of my childhood. So right now, I'm kind of half and half. I more want to see Doja Cat than I want to see her, but that's just my opinion. Next, I saw that Next, I've seen that Normani has announced that she has her solo album coming very soon. So if you don't know who she is, she was in Fifth Harmony, and then she done a song called Motivate. So her album should be coming out very soon, and I'm very excited for it. She said that the album should be worth it, so we'll see when that comes out. Next, we've got Max Music. He has an album coming out on February the 19th. So if you don't know who he is, he was in a Disney show called Rags, and he has another album that came out. I forgot what it was called. This is the album. So yeah. Okay, so next you got Young Royals Season 3, which is coming out in March. March is seeming like a really good month because you got Mother's Day, you got Young Royals, you got the Ariana Grande album, I got my Now Home concert, so March is seeming really good. Next you got Selena Gomez announced that they're doing a Wizard of Waverly Place reboot, which I'm half and half about because I do like Wizard of Waverly Place. I don't rewatch it as much, but I did really like it when I was younger, and so I'm very excited about that. Next, you got TV shows that I'm thinking of starting, but I'm half and half about it. The first one is The Recruit. Okay, so with this one, it looked good because I was going to watch it because it has Noah in it. So Noah Centineo, who was in To All the Boys I Loved Before. So I was going to watch it. But then at the time, I just didn't end up watching it. My sister now watched it, and I'll see if I watch it right now. I'm half and half. Next is The Night Agent. This one my older sister was really into, and now it's one of the most watched Netflix shows that came out in 2023. So that's making me watch it a bit more. But I did start watching it, and it didn't seem like my thing. So maybe I'll try it again, but I'll see. Because as of right now, I don't really have TV shows that I want to watch. Because I have Umbrella Academy, that season coming out, but right now there's no date for it. And I also got Heartbreak High season 2, but there's no date for that. So the only one I'm waiting for right now is Young Royals season 3. So I'll see about if I'm going to see any episodes. But that's it for announcements. Now I have movies that are coming out that I want to see. So first you got The Colour Purple, that's coming out soon. I really want to watch it. Next is Argyle. I want to watch it mostly because of that Dula People in it. And if they do if they do Funko Pop, I want to get it of her. Next is the Book of Chloris. I mostly want to see it because it has Caleb in it. He's in Stranger Things. He plays Lucas. I want to see it because of that. Doing Part 2. I want to see it, one, because it has Zendaya, and she's supposed to have a big role. And it has Timothy Chalamet. I just want the movie to be good because it's been postponed, twice now? Next is Iron Claw. Really want to see it. I was sad that we had to wait because America got it in December and we're getting it in February. Next is Beekeeper. This one I don't really want to see. I might just see it because my mum wants to see it because it has Jason in it. And next is Drive Away Dolls. This advertisement came on when I watched Poor Things with my friend, and it has Pedro Pascal in it. He plays Joel in the TV show of Last of Us, so I want to see it because of him. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all the things that I have. If I forgot anything that I am sorry. There might be more news on Stranger Things 5. A lot of people are saying, oh, why we need some Byla behind the scenes, because we haven't got any so far. I might be wrong though. But how I feel about it is if we do get any, if I am 95% sure that Byla is still Endgame. So if they are still Endgame, then I don't think we're going to get any because they don't want to spoil it. So like when people go to Noah and they're like, oh, it's Byla Endgame, and he'll be like, and he doesn't really want to answer because he doesn't want to spoil anything. So he shits Byla, like it's very clear that he shits Byla. But if they are in game, which I think they are, I don't think we're going to get any pictures because it's going to be the main plot of the season. And with Mike Wheeler, I'm very excited for his storyline because I know a lot of people hate Mike. I think the Mike hate is very unnecessary. But I feel like he's going to get a bigger role in this season, and I'm very excited for it because in season 4, he was just mostly Elle's boyfriend. In season 1 and 2, I think that's when we got I really liked Mike. And in season 4, I liked him as well, but yes, he was just mostly there to be Elle's boyfriend. So, one more thing about Stranger Things that I almost forgot to mention about. It looks like Argyle won't be coming back because he done an interview saying that he didn't get the call. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they're not surprised. And how I feel about it, I'm not that surprised as well because he got a lot of hate in season 4. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they're not surprised. They're like, oh, so they fire him, but Noah gets to still be there? Yeah, we know why. Because, people of colour, when it comes to this kind of movies and shows, they're treated very badly. I love Argyle. I wish he would come back because I really liked him. He was one of the best new characters in the show. So I wish he would come back. But I'm sad, but I'm not surprised, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you never miss out when I post. I'm planning to do another vinyl haul soon because I haven't done one in a while. So keep keep an eye out for that. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on my post. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.